Agatin chitab Kolenjin enu tugulele geden ketesioni baroindo ne negane otachini logo yoga be meten koindo Nenyon ko Daisy Langata Getauni logo county ne Bonorok kabe bertanot ne boy murwa digir ole netan gobendi go tuitos kaya kamati en kibagenge gobon kont ne gingoten ngatutuk ne bo e murwa digira en betut ne bo garon site somok noten ne bo garon netan go taksit ne negen kobun nayanoi ngeno ne go osotiot ne bo MP ne gigo moy ne bo e murwa digir Johana ngeno netan ko taksit noten ne gimush katach kamati tugul ne gibendi giya ana in mengotenyi ne meten mogondo kebe bartane bay muro digira nitan go tuyet noten ne gibendi gi ngalolen tetutik yatetera misingo chigonap toya kamatik Gela go shot and bunege beberta ne bay murwa digir go in county ne ba kerichom go imuch ko tuje gen betuta brande go neti kechen chaba sugulis je terteren sub county ne ba borete en go tanot ne ba sauti ga go ngalalen ko tingeyam akchiru tu kemiten sector ne ba so maneten ke beberatana go imuch na go imuch ko tu yo ne tan me ba sub county ne ngoten ngatu ne ba borete ke beit ko mingo ole moyagale magaten sugulis ke ta chaba secondary en borete ko gergole go imuch ko go chi certificate kip somali nek tul jigi go wangam akutingandana tindo ichega chepkondo ko en maget na ngatutita nebo ministry noton nebo somaneta akot ko noton go gonu gurset alage en konetik kechen chebo sugulise choton ko chige bagenge seketeter go wirle ga much ko chuti kwena akot toret kipsomanik kebunu gori ga chemo muchage kenyorun Vincent Chiroyot
Kongolole yegan go wange tuyet nebo kandoikab sugulishek anan principals kobun got nekingoten ngatutik nebo burete komwa MP Kibet komingoi kole tuyonoton kobo kamanut amun toreti en ngalekab tetetab bandab tai en sugulishek mising en tamit nelel nebo oeng ole kaboisien kasaraton kosom sugulishek koker kole kaityakta certificate chebo secondary koityi kipsomaninik kou ole kingat ministry nebo somanet ole karabaun akine principal Evelyn Chumba.
The directives, the ministry has given directives to all schools, and we in Bureti have agreed that we are going to release certificates, that is the Kenya Certificate of Secondary School Education, to our learners when they come and pick it. We have also agreed that with our day schools that we are going to come up with a formula for co-funding of the schools in our day schools. We have agreed that we are going to issue new fee structure in our schools because we have agreed on the amounts that the schools are able to charge, lower than the current amounts that they are charging.
On the issue of certificates, it is a government policy and we support it fully as the principals of Bureti. We only urge the government to always release the FSC on time and in full so that when a student is exiting, they are able to exit with almost zero balance.
Kabaisien kasaratan kosom sigik koker kole katya kosomesan lagokchwak chemiten sukul mising ko kolipan chepkondok chebo sukul asikochulak somanetab kipsomaninik.
Kongeten day schools agoi boarding schools chebo secondary schools wakituyen principals almost 60 something of them amache ngasari asom sigik kolenji kotestai kosupport lagokwak kolipan school fees amun kimakyinige rabisiek choton keker kele kakiteste chebo basari asikobit konget lagok kosoman en sugulishek chok.
En kasaratan kosom principals kibagengeishek cheimuch kotinye maget nemie anan well-wishers koker kole kati kipsomaninik cheimuch kobun families chemiten ngwony asimoimokis somanenywan.
We also want to request any other stakeholder to help the schools in paying fees for the vulnerable children and the orphans.
Vincent Icheriot, Nenyon TV.
70%.
Ngoi missing sirindet Jan Vincent Cheruiyot keistoegei logoiwechoton ko sirindet en ministry noton nebo Defence Patrick Mariru ak kora sirindet en ministry noton nebo ureriosiek Elijah Mwangi kaimuch kondochin betutab rani lumdaet nebo tekset nebo kiwanjet nebo Kipchamba Green Stadium nemiten kebeberta noton nebo Nyangaris kot neking'oten ng'atutik nebo Chibalungu County nebo Bomet. Orinton kotokyingei keker kele kakimuch kekanapta sekta nebo ureriosiek en county noton ak bendi keboisien chepkondok choton chito million 950 ngenyorun Mark Kipto.
Kaindochi PS nebo Defence Dr. Patrick Mariro komiten kibagenge ak nebo ureriosiek Elijah Mwangi lumdaetab kiwanjet noton netetat ketech en Kibranya Kagong en county noton nebo Bomet nenaat en kainet Kipchamba Green Stadium ole kamwa ichek kole wendi koboisien teksetab kiwanjanoton chepkondok cheite million 950.
Hapa huu uwanja hii stadium iweze kuanzia PS hajawaambia ina cost 950 million. Hiyo ni pesa kidogo.
Hapa watafanya learning track 8 rain learning track ambao vijana kina mama na wasichana wa hapa na hapa si kuna machampion wanaweza kibia hapo waende kama sawe huko. Unakumbuka yule jamaa wetu yule sawe, si tutatengeneza sawe wetu hapa kutoka kwa hii stadium. Kwani sawa yanatoka wapi? Si yanatoka kwa hii kitu. Halafu tutatengeneza ukuta. Kwa hivyo na hii stadium pia haitakuwa ukiketi unachomeka na jua. Itakuwa canopy yenyewe.
Kama slab kandoikab county noton nebo Bomet kokoti eut ak ichek teksetab kiwanja noton bo Kipchamba Green Stadium.
Mwenye atafanya hii kazi ni yule alijenga Talanta Stadium ile Raila Odinga Stadium in Nairobi. That is the contractor mwenye atajenga hii. Si ndio?
Mheshimiwa PS, nataka kusema asante kwako na Mheshimiwa PS Mwangi na Mheshimiwa Rais kwa sababu ya hii program tumeileta hapa siku ya.
So letu tu ni kusema asante. Mungu atubariki zote, tuendelee kwa pamoja.
Kong'eten county noton nebo Bomet aripoteni logoiwekab emet chebo Nenyon TV kikurenon Mark Kipto.
Na kamasta age ko kakomange noton ko senator nebo county nebo Kericho Aaron Cheruiyot kokon kurset koityi governor nebo county nebo Bomet Professor Hilary Barchoka ak senator nebo county noton Hilary Sigei koker kole imuch konde kakwautik chebo kecheng walutiet nebo kipchulyo kotinygei ak cherutik chebune kabatik chebo chaik en county nebo Bomet. Kamwa kole akoi en inguni kokotestai kobun kaimutik kabatik nekikimuch kechuchuch aliet nebo chaik.
Wetu wanaendelea. The other thing ambayo nataka kusema Governor Barchoka pamoja na Senator Sigei, kuna kitu nataka mfanye pia kama hii. Mnajua industry yetu ya majani chai tuko na shida. Kericho na Bomet wakulima wetu walikatwa pesa 1 billion shillings. Barchoka, nimekuambia hii maneno mara mingi, nimekuambia Sigei. Upande wa Kericho angalao project inaendelea. Lakini upande wa Bomet pale Kipsonoi bado kuna matatizo ya shamba. Please, between the two of you, haiwezi kuwashinda. Resolve that matter ili tunyonge KTDA, watapike pesa yetu ama watuwekee kiwanda yetu hapa. Wachague ile ambaye ni rais. Because you cannot take 500 million from the poor farmers of Bomet, alafu mnaenda kujengea watu wengine power plants na wakulima wa Bomet wanazidi kuteseka. Part of the challenges tuko nayo in the tea sector, it is a high cost of production. Na hiyo high cost of production inaletwa na bei ya stima. Ndio maana wazazi wetu walikuwa wamelipa pesa tutengenezewe power plant pale Chemosi na hapa Kipsonoi River isaidie factories zetu za Bomet na Kericho. Kwa hivyo ningependa kuwaomba viongozi wetu hawa wawili ambao wako hapa, tafadhalini tuendeni pale, we resolve that thing ili KTDA wasikuwe na excuse ya kusema ati tunge
Keistoegei logoiwechoton ketokchinigei county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet ole kakomange meng'ik chebo kebeberta nebo Kipsigot ak Lelana nemiten kot neking'oten ng'atutik nebo Marakwet Cherongo en county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet akobor kaimetabgei en kit nemwoe kole matindoi ichek network ak kikoyai noton en kouit kasuldaet nebo tetutik cheterter. Akot kounoton komwoe ichek kole kotestai kokochi kang'ung'unyosiek kandoik chebo kebeberatan ak tomo konyor walutiet agetugul akoi en inguni kokonu kurset koityi serikalit nebo boror koker kole kaimuch ichek kokusyi kong ichek oret agenge nebo konyumnyum banwek kiloen chetam kobendi icheket. Genyoron sirindenyon Festus Kiprop.
Komwa mengichoto bo kapsikot ak kamaswek chenekitin en waditab Lelan en kaunti nebo Elgeyo Marakwet kole kikobundo ichek kaimutik en naetab boisionik cheterter kotinygei ak nemamiten network en kamasoton, kit nekikoik kaimut mising.
Tuwokya kabisa kama meng'ikab kapsikot, kapchepsar, Tembu, Kipkundul, Kamurto, togol komakitinye network.
Mehangaika from since 2010 makitinye network en emetab kapsikot. Kikemwochi waheshimiwa wote watilete network hatukupata majibu.
Kipkoskei Kisang ak Lois Kiprotich ko meng'ikab komosoton chekoimchigei ichek atebet en komosoton ama en muswoknotet, kit nekomwa Rema Kigen kole kikowekta let noton somanet.
Kapsikot komatinye network, sukul korok, matinye kapchepsar, matinye Tembu, matinye Kipkundul, matinye Kamurto, stima, network.
Tinye nyalil nebo kwang'ut. Mami kenyoru mbandem nyanchi akelen kesaru mami bakinyoru kutekekur mpaka mablek kwa kelabate kuit matanin mu wakati. Kikenyalilyo. Kikemwochi ng'alekcho kandoik tugul chekikilewen amakaswech. Nan nito kimongu keirani keimangi kele kemwochi serikali kekur akoi kitikaswech barais nyonyo kele kitinye nyalil makamastab kapsikot.
Sisi kama vijana ambao tuko campus ama colleges, high schools, hatupati na fursa ya kusoma online kwa sababu ya network.
Komwa mengichoto kole nganan kisomi ichek kandoik kotoret ichek komamiten toretet age tugul nekikonyor ichek kotinygei ak noton. En kasaraton komwa nebirchingei ng'echeret nebo membayatab kot neking'ate ng'atutik nebo Marakwet Cherongo Evans Kibor kole kaimutik chebundoi meng'ikab komosochoto bo Kapsikot, Tembu, Kipkundul, Kapsait ak Kipteber ko kikosir kasarta nekomwa ine kole kikoitita ine kap Safaricom en noton.
Nikasema nitachukua muda wangu na niende niwaombea Safaricom na nikaenda mpaka Nairobi under ID code 175H3QVZU nikaenda ku request network ya Safaricom.
Putiet ko au yebendi meng'ikab komosochoto konyorchingei network akosuldae icheket tetutikwak bo bandaptai ama en kaimutik alak tugul. En logoiwekab emet chebo Nenyon TV kong'eten kamastab Kapsikot en kot neking'ate ng'atutik nebo Marakwet Cherongo en kaunti nebo Elgeyo Marakwet kikureno Festus Kiprop.
Kongoi mising asirindet nyon Festus Kiprop keistoegei logoiwechoton kokakomongei katuiyetabgei nebo amdoik noton ko NCCK en South Rift akobor kaimetabgei kosibgei ak yautik chebo rarunet nebo kalyet koketestai keborenji ole nebo konekit ko nekokibeten sobet amdoindet nebo kaniset nebo PCEA Tabuga mi komosta nebo Bahati County nebo Nakuru. En kasaratan kokon kurset koityi Inspector General nebo Police en emoni Douglas Kanja koker kole kakimuch keyoe chikilisiet nenin ak keipchi kakwautik chebo ng'atutik ichek tugul chekimuch kotinygei ak komisionoton.
It is therefore a great injustice that the residents of every county in our region are experiencing high level of insecurity characterized by murders, mugging, break-ins, banditry, and livestock theft. The murder of Reverend Julius Dumia of the Presbyterian Church of Africa, PCA, at Nakuru is a sad reminder that no one is feeling safe. Further to this, we deeply perturbed by the resurgence of criminal guns for hire that are being used by politicians as goons to terrorize the opponent. It is a great shock to us that the national police officers are exhibiting as commandeer with the goons. This must be stopped immediately, and we call upon the Inspector General to end this heinous partnership.
En kasaratan kokon kurset koityi ministry noton nebo tililindo kondochin minister en ministry noton Aden Duale koker kole kaimuch kocheng walutiet kotinygei ak chirich kebune konetik en tuget noton nebo SHA komach kora motosiek chebo serikali chetinyegei ak boriet nebo namet nebo asoya koker kole kaimuch kosuldaen chikilisiet asikimuch kiwang namet nebo asoya en afisisiek cheterter.
Ufisadi imekita mizizi sana katika idara zote za serikali. Kwa sababu ya ufisadi tumeona kwamba umaskini imeenea katika kila pahali. Hata bungeni tunaona kwamba wanapitisha sheria zingine ambazo zinamuumiza mwananchi wa kawaida. Na popote katika kila sekta ya serikali hakuna jambo linafanyika bila ufisadi. Na ndio sababu ya kwamba tuko na upungufu ya mambo mengi
hasa katika sekta ya hospitali.
We challenge the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, the Judiciary, and the Director of Public Prosecution to take meaningful measures to ensure all who have engaged in corruption are persecuted and adequately punished. If you fail to do your duty, your punishment will be the same as those who engage in the actual corruption, just as God has said in Ephesians 5 verse 6 to 7.
Tunaomba viongozi ambao tuliwachagua muweze kukomesha kampeni za mapema, mbadala muweze kutufanyia kazi. Tuliweza kuwaaminia mtufanyie kazi, na kampeni zimeanza mapema, kazi zimeweza kuwa aziendelei. Kwa hivyo tuko na kilio kimoja ya kwamba viongozi jinsi tuliwaaminia mtaweza kutufanyia kazi ambayo tuliwachagua muweze kutufanyia, kuanzia kwa MCA, MP, Senator, Governor, hata kwa ofisi kuu ya rais.
Keistoege logoiwek choton ko kayai tuyet sirikab logoiwek kobun county nebo Nandi, county nebo Kericho, county nebo Kisumu. Lekaimuch kondochi tuyonoton kaniset noton nebo Free Pentecostal Fellowship Church of Kenya en tokyin nebo konyor kakuyet sirikab logoiwek kotinygei ak letaet nebo logoiwek en kasarta nekabit chemargosek anan conflict reporting. Akot kounoton kora kekonu kurset koityi kandoik chebo bolotet koker kole koik kemite tai en yamdaet nebo kalyet.
Kitau in boisioni nebo keib kibagenge chebo Kalenjin ak chebo Nandi ak chebo eneutab Kisumu. Kimwae kongoi raini amun kakituyege ak in kanisa ak in project nebo Free Pentecost, that is Peace Resilient, ak in ketosiek tugul chebo media chekabwa kibagenge sikeng'alalen tugul akobo keib kalyet en emenyon. Ara kimwochini kongoi chi tugul nekanyo area ini sikeyai tugul kibagenge akituyege tugul ak kakinetgei tugul kele kalyet kimuchi keibun yan kakituye kabwatutikyo kibagenge ak kemwochi emet kelechi ngetuyege ak kenamgei eun komabitu barisiet anan mabitu ng'emisiet en emet yan katuyege biik kibagenge. Kikwai boisiet kanisetab Free Pentecost nikikoib kibagenge biik chekibortos en mbakaisiekab mbaronik, alak ko kibortos ng'alekab chorsosiekab tuga chekikere kele kokobosak kot missing. Ketesetai kemwoe kora kele ondikeib eut kechamgei tugul ketuyengei en kalyet ak kemwochigei kele kitupche tugul en Kristo.
Been working with the Free Pentecostal Fellowship in Kenya, FPFK, through their Muroni Peace Resilience Program. And at the heart of our intervention has been the long-standing conflicts in the Nandi, Kericho and Kisumu triangle, which has been experiencing a number of problems ranging from stock theft, contentious boundaries and sometimes incompatible political.
Taban ak logoiwek choton ko en kasarta netesetai kolonyel barak maat nebo bolotet ko kakecher ne koker kole mat koyan koboisien ichek kandoik chebo bolotet kotochi margosiek en tuyosiek chebo bolotet. Niton ko kosubkei ak Richard Langat nekang'ololi en Kuresoi South en nekaibor kaimetabgei en mwoe kole miten alake en kandoik chekotestai koboisien ane kosuldaen boriosiek en tuyosiek chebo bolotet. Ole mwoe kole makat en kandoik tugul koker kole kaisuldaen bolotosiek choton chebo kalyet missing ko en kasarta nekitokyingei lewenis.
Moche ang'alal missing akobo maat nebo siasa nekokobit nekokong'et koboisien biikab siasa kijanaek kowaken biik akobolchi biik chekong'olole ng'alek chebo bandab tai. Amwowok biikab Kalenjin ak biikab Kenya misima ongesapoten siasa nekararan nemie, mongechu biik, mongewaken biik, kimokyinigei kondoichu kotoretech. Mi biik chemi kandoinatet nyolu kikoi tekisto akoi betut nekilewenishe. Kotom kout betunoto ongeyai siasa chebo heshima. Chi nesome ng'echeret isomen boiboiyet, ongebakach boriet ak ongetilany kura asikeboisien kura nito kinde biik chekimoche kondoiwech anan kinemu chekimokimoche kondoiwech anan chemotinye kandoinatet nekararan. Nibuch amakwok season nekararan yekakinam campaign tomo en nguni ketestai kesom kura ak keng'ololji biik kyok tuguk chekororon ak kemokyi Kenya nenyone tuguk chekororon. Missing ang'olole ngamun ane asopoten UDA, ongesopoten Arap Ruto, ongesopoten agenda chechiket, keng'ololjinen asikokonech tuguk chekilenjech mosoru aibwok kesore tuguchoto ngamun bo kokonech ongebe kandoik chekikilewenok en nguni kotom koit betut nebo lewenisiet kesopoten UDA ak leadership tugul nebo UDA ngamun kimokyinigei kandoinatet nenyone kararan betut nebo lewenisiet kesopoten UDA ak leadership tugul nebo UDA.
En logoiwek chetinyegei ak tililindo kotesetai emet nebo Kenya koiku emet nerutochin biik kobun emotinwek 14 chebo Afrika en tetutik choton chebo konyoiset. Kabit niton en ng'alalet nebo tait nebo committee nebo bunge nebo boror netinyegei ak konorwet noton ko Public Investment Committee. Lekaimuch koitita CEO noton nebo National Cancer Center Dr. Elias Meli ole kang'alalen kotinygei ak akwotik chekikanaptoen konyoiset nebo miondo nebo seriat kobun konamgei stakeholders.
Kenya being a medical tourism destination, there is so much that we can offer as a country right now. Unfortunately, we are working on change of mindset and a culture that has not changed from our people, believing that you can only get care, abroad. I am a practicing oncologist and I see patients in the clinic. And many of them would ask me to even go to India for surgery that can even be done in Kitale by your neighborhood chair. It can be done in Kabarnet Bishop. Not even at Kenyatta National Hospital, Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital. These are very basic interventions. But because of the mindset that someone believes that I will not get quality good care here, people would still want to go outside. Many countries, like at the center at Kenyatta University Teaching and Referral Hospital, is serving 14 countries. We looked at data from immigration, people who came to seek care from here, 14 different countries. So we will continue showcasing the great things that are happening in cancer space here. So it's interesting, there are people who are coming to our country looking for care, but we have our own citizens who are going to other countries looking for the same.
En komastanyin MP nekikitoror noton ko Bishop Jackson Kosgei komach konai kakwautik choton chekimuch konde kibagenge noton nenyorchinigei chepkondok chetoretin konyoiset noton nebo miondo nebo seriat lemwoe kole magat en stakeholders tugul chebo tililindo koistoegei tetutiet nenyorchingei chepkondok en chichoga kobaten koker kole kaimuch konde kakwautik chebo konyor chepkondok kobun bunge.
I was wondering whether you have thought as a multi-agency to have a common approach towards an appeal to budgetary increase, because it will be very powerful. Instead of individually appealing to Parliament in budgetary concern individually, it makes everyone to say we have other priorities. If you have do you have an approach, what we call where you come as a team or a multi-sectoral approach in terms of influencing resource application?
Not to look like you take advantage of illness, but most countries have positioned themselves to be center of medical destination, medical tourism. Malaysia is in that category, Turkey, and I think India. Kenya, given the geostrategic positioning of this country in the East Africa and just generally in Africa, it makes it also a medical destination.
En logoiwek alak kokimiti president nebo emoni President William Ruto kole serikalit nebo Kenya kobun ministry nebo somanet kokomuch kotaban chepkondok kiyomotin en sekta noton nebo somanet. Niton ko ng'alalet nebo President William Ruto en tuyet noton nebo somanet nekakiyai en Naivasha County nebo Nakuru. Lemwoe kole kokomuch konde serikali chepkondok bilion 700 en somanet en mwoe kole wendi niton kotoreti en kanaptaet nebo sekta nebo somanet en sukulisiek cheterter chebo emoni. Akot kou noton komwa kole makat keker kele akimuch ketoroch boisiet nebo muswoknotet nebo kasari en konoret noton nebo logoiwek ketinyegei ak somanet ak kora tetutik choton chebo chikilisiet ana research.
The theme of this conference, driving effective education reforms through leadership, accountability, and collaboration, captures the core principles guiding our work and the engagements we are going to have in this conference. It speaks to the responsibility we all share to ensure that education reforms are not only well designed, but also effectively implemented and sustained across all levels and all systems. A working education system demands continuous and vigorous evaluation and review to align it with aspirations behind its introduction. This forum is therefore the theme of this conference, driving effective education reforms through leadership, accountability, and collaboration, captures the core principles guiding our work and the engagements we are going to have in this conference. It speaks to the responsibility we all share to ensure that education reforms are not only well designed, but also effectively implemented and sustained across all levels and all systems. A working education system demands continuous and vigorous evaluation and review to align it with aspirations behind its introduction. This forum is therefore ideal as it offers an opportunity for candid reflections on the state of our education. It is also an opportunity to assess our successes and reset our priorities. And congratulations, Warisiri and your team, for putting this forum together. I know this is the second forum. The first forum, I wasn't able to attend. But on being briefed on the engagements in the first forum, I made the decision that I will be coming to this forum every year because of the significance and the importance of not just education, but the need for us to collaborate.
Chitab Kolenjin kawagunetab kei nebo logoiwechoton kokakituchi logoiwekab emet en koindo chekokitetunen saini kobaten abwatun akobo tokset noton neinegen ole toche Nenyon Ngeno Owoche Sang ne ine ko osotiot nebo MP nekikomuny nebo Emurua Dikir Johana Ngeno. Kamatik tugul kobun Emurua Dikir en mengotenyin en Mogondo kong'eten sait 3 nebo karon. Ole niton ko tuyet ne inegen neituitos kamatik kokibendi keng'ololen tetutik cheterter chebo bandab tai chekanaptoi kamatik. Niton ko tokset ne inegen kobun Nenyon Ngeno Owoche Sang netoche kamatik tugul kobun Emurua Dikir en mengotenyin nemi Mogondo. Emurua Dikir kong'eten sait 3 nebo karon betut nebo karon en kebeberta nebo Emurua Dikir. Kainenyun ko Daisy Langatata. Testai iker ketesiet nebo Nenyon TV amon Kimiga.